Salihin from Canada.
Sheikh, on Twitter, someone asked you about the ruling, the fatwa of Sheikh al-Albani regarding not covering the face, covering the face not being obligatory. And you replied that other sheikhs like Sheikh Ibn Uthaymeen and Sheikh Ibn Baz gave fatwa that it is obligatory. So then you asked the rhetorical question, whom should we follow, the one with bigger biceps, or we should refer to Quran and Sunnah? So the issue is we laymen, we don't know how to interpret the Quran and Sunnah. That's why we look towards these big scholars in the first place. So like when you say we have to go back to Quran and Sunnah, it seems like it's a never-ending cycle. So like how do we, when these scholars differ in such rulings, like what do we do? Like we cannot, like I said, interpret Quran and Sunnah by ourselves.
Okay, first of all, usually those who follow me on Twitter know what I mean. And I'm often asked about this question, and I always give the same answer. People are divided into three types. Scholars, they don't need to ask anyone. Students of knowledge, they don't have the knowledge of scholars, but they have sufficient knowledge to look into different views of scholars and determine which is more authentic than the other by implementing the criteria of Quran and Sunnah with understanding of the favorite generations. Number three are the laymen, whom you are referring to, who do not know how to implement the Quran and Sunnah as to filter the different views of scholars who have different opinions. So this is what I always reiterate and say over and over again. So when I say that who has the bigger biceps, for laymen, they don't know. And it's not by the size of the biceps that they can follow a particular scholar. For a student of knowledge, this is what I meant, that the student of knowledge is the one qualified to look into what Sheikh Ibn Baz and Ibn Uthaymeen said and scrutinize the evidences they had given, and then counter that with what Sheikh al-Albani said and scrutinize the evidences that he had given and come up with a conclusion. Because at the end of the day, the truth at the side of Allah Azza wa Jal and at the side of Allah is one. So there are no 2 or 3 opinions that are all correct at the side of Allah. It's only one that is valid. And the rest are different ijtihad. They might be wrong, they might be right. That's why Allah says in chapter 4, Surah An-Nisa, فَإِن تَنَازَعْتُمْ فِي شَيْءٍ فَرُدُّوهُ إِلَى اللَّهِ وَالرَّسُولِ. And whenever there's a dispute among you, refer it back to Allah and to His Messenger alayhi salatu wasalam, meaning to the Quran and to the Sunnah. So for you as a layman, you look for a trusted student of knowledge whom you follow and you trust his opinion, his moral conduct, his religious commitment, and the rest, and you follow him to guide you through this maze that confuses you but does not confuse him. And whatever he chooses and tells you that this is the most authentic opinion of scholars, you follow that, and then inshallah you'll be safe.